Okay, welcome all. We will start the next session on the Lean Six Sigma. We are going to talk about the tools today. Okay, let me share my screen. Then I will walk you through what is our today's session and what we are going to discuss on. Okay, hope you are able to see my screen.
Sir.
Right. So, if you look into that, whatever we covered so far, we are going through this particular scenarios. And this week onwards, it will become a practical and then tool oriented training, what we are trying to close down. Some of the tools we already covered, but these are all the basic tools which you need to understand. What are all the lean methodology, how we are going to use that tools into our operation world on a day-to-day life. Okay, that's what we are discussing today. See, coming to the first tool, okay, so what we are going to cover here is the overall tool, what we are going to cover in the session 13th, okay. See, we already discussed about the fishbone diagram, right? How the fishbone diagram will work, right? We already discussed on this particular part, right? See, the fishbone diagram is based on the cause and effect diagram. That's what we'll call this. So we are going to create that by our analysis and by doing a brainstorming, and we are doing an FMEA, and then we are going to do the Pareto analysis. These are all analysis tool. Okay, when you are in the DMAC methodology, when you come to analysis part, these are all the different tools which we are going to use. See, in that the fishbone diagram is very effective one. Okay. See, if you look into this, the same thing, we will go in a different order. We'll call that as a root cause analysis, right? See, instead of looking into the symptoms, okay, we have to understand what is your root cause. Then only we are going to understand the root cause of the problem. Otherwise, what will happen? We will work on the top level and we are not touching the bottom and the root level of it. The same 5Y or the fishbone, we can use in this format also 5W, 1H, right? 5Y and 1 how method. These are all the developments happen in the 5Y methodology, right? This is what we are going to cover today. See, for example, we will take any of the scenario and we will discuss on. See, for example, if any scenario is going to come to me, okay, how I'm going to solve this particular problem. That's what we are trying to cover today. See, for example, we will take any of the client escalation. Okay, we will take client escalation is our major problem. Okay, I'm getting a client escalation. So I need your participation so that we'll come back to the solution of it, right? So you tell me what for the client is escalating. Can I get the reason, any one reason?
Appending incorrect modifiers.
Okay, so we'll take incorrect modifiers. They added a incorrect modifier. This is my client escalation. Okay, so what I'm going to do from this, I have to ask 5 times why. Okay, I have to ask why, then why again, then why, and then why. And one more time, I'm going to ask the question. This is called 5 way method. See, the first question, okay, so you have to answer this way. So please, everyone participate, then only we'll come to the answer for this. Why there is an incorrect modifier?
Code or misread the medical records.
Okay. Medical record not reviewed thoroughly. Can I keep like that? So, medical record not reviewed thoroughly. The next question, why the medical record is not reviewed thoroughly? What is the problem? You have to answer, then only we can move, right? Why MR not reviewed thoroughly?
Lack of documentation, I can say.
The update is not updated in the cheat sheet.
Update is not available to coders. Okay. What is the other one you guys said? MR is not documented properly. MR is not documented properly. Okay, I'll take the first one. See, why the update is not available to the coders?
It's not updated in the rules document or protocol, not shared to the respective process or the team.
Okay, process SOP is not properly updated. Okay, it's not updated. Okay. So next question, why the SOP is not updated again?
Communication gap, sir.
Okay, the communication gap. Okay, why there is a communication gap?
The ownership issue.
So you're saying there is a ownership issue.
See, like responsible person needs to be updated in the SOP.
Ownership issue or responsible person is not updated. Correctly updated, correct. Okay. See now your problem is incorrect modifier, right? When you dig into the root, what you are identifying here? The ownership or responsible party is not done their job correctly, right? See, if you put that into this form 5 times, if you ask why, then you will come back to the answer, okay, how this is going to be done. Okay, see, for example, we will branch out, right? We have one more question answer called MR is not documented properly. Okay, we will take that also a second shot. See, this is my lot, right? If it is coming back here, I am identifying MR is not updated correctly. This is my next branch. Why MR is not documented properly? Who said MR is not documented?
Yes, me only, sir. See, sometimes what happens, requisition will not incorporated with the medical records. Whatever the test is ordered, that's not available handy in the medical records also sometimes.
Ordered info not available. Okay, why the ordered information is missing in the medical record? There should be some reason, right? The ordered info is not available. Why it is not available?
They did not properly check emails.
Not properly checked. What is that? Emails, huh?
Emails, client emails like that.
No, it is MR, right? Okay, see, we are coming to the MR discussion.
So
He's saying MR is
regarding
not
update.
documented. And he's saying order is info is not available. My question is why order info is not available? Who is missing it out? Somebody missing, right? The order info. Maybe the provider documentation is poor, right? Provider. Am I right? What I'm saying?
Provider or front desk.
Not documented or front desk missed it. Okay. Missed the information. Okay. Why the front desk missed the information or provider not documented the information? Why he's missing? Why provider is not documenting? What are the reasons?
Again, the communication gap between the facility and the provider.
Yeah, so it may be communication or it may be the training part, right? So doctor does not know it need to be documented or front desk does not know it need to be done. See, we will take two way. For example, if you say communication.
Checklist or the information is not available in
Okay,
the
communication,
who is responsible for
checklist.
collecting
Yeah,
logs.
and then for example, as I said, it is a training. So now we are getting these 3 points as your solution, right? See, this what may be the reason for this. Okay, it may be the communication, or it may be your checklist, and then it may be training. See, what you need to do from here, you have to branch it out. If it is communication, why the communication is missing? Then you will get answer, right? If it is checklist, why I'm missing the checklist? If it is training, why I'm missing the training? See this, the 5 why is going to identify your root cause problem. See, that's what we are trying to see here. Whenever you have any problem, see, for example, modifier may look like it's your symptom. Okay, but you go inside, your symptom is not a modifier, right? As we discussed in the first chart, this is the issue. The ownership responsibility is not updated correctly. That is the issue. And second one, when it is branching out, it is saying that the provider not documented or front desk is missing or communication gap is there or they don't know how to do it, right? This is my root. See, when you identify any of the problem, don't jump into a solution, right? How many of you interested to handle the problem? Raise your hand electronically. How will you raise? You guys know how to raise?
Yes, one
Yes,
minute.
one raised. Okay. You want to solve the problem. Then who else? Only one, huh? Okay. Second one. Okay. Only two people want to be a problem solver. All others are happy going, right? See, unless you solve your problem, you are not going to grow in your field, right? Why the company is recruiting you to solve their problem, right? So you have to face the problem and solve. The bigger problem you are solving, your the paycheck will become bigger that much, right? Otherwise, the paycheck will not bigger, and your designation also will not be bigger. So this is my problem. When the client escalation is coming in, that is my problem. And for example, if I identify now, one more person is saying that he is also want to become a CPO, right? What is CPO or CPS? We call it as a CPS. How many of you want to become a CPS? You know what is CPS? Chief problem solver, right? That's what we need to be. So what for we are learning all this? To understand how I become a chief problem solver. How can a problem can be solved? See, when I get a client escalation, that should be my last escalation for this particular issue, right? What I'm going to do, I'll dig into the root level and then I'll identify a problem and then I have to fix it. Then only your value will be there, right? See, for example, client today one email sending, tomorrow they are sending one more email. If you start working that in the root level, say not working in the symptom level, you are not going to solve the problem. So that's what we are discussing. In the root cause analysis, you are going to solve your root cause, not the symptoms, right? That's what we are going to discuss here, right? That's what I want to cover. See, in the 5Y1H method, see, after you understand your 5Y problem, right? Finally, you give 1H, okay? How you are going to solve this problem. Like that, if you give, then you will get a solution, right? If this is the problem and your solution is not adding a modifier, your solution is fixing the problem here, right? And if you come back in this particular scenario, your ownership is a problem. Someone has to take the ownership and create an update in the SOP. Then only this problem is going to solve. Otherwise, what will happen? You will say the client, sorry, we missed it, we fixed that. Okay, you will fix only the root, the symptom level, right? You go and then for that claim, you add, for example, you are going to add 25 modifier, right? You add a 25 modifier, the problem solved for your symptoms, not the root. Understand that, right? So whenever you have any problem, you have to act like a chief problem solver. Say, I am not doing or treating on the symptom level. I am going to the root level to solve. Right. So I'm taking you to the one more slide here. See this one, I did some example, right? I will take a scenario of why the claim is denied. So I'm giving an answer, claim denied for an incorrect diagnosis. Next the question, why claim billed with incorrect diagnosis? Right or wrong? Okay, I'm asking why you bill with the incorrect diagnosis. Next one, it is missed by coder. Or whatever may be the answer, as we did, we have to branch it out. Okay, I'm taking this as a branch for me and missed out by the coder. why this is not captured in the edit. Okay, I'm taking coders into the different branch. So I'm taking that, why this is not captured in the edit. See, if they can do a mistake, I am fixing the edit, right? Why the edit is mistake? Then edit is not captured particular thing. Then why the edit is not addressed? Okay, edit is captured, but no one is addressed on it. So edit has been pending to work. Why it is pending? There is a backlog. Okay, EDI team, there is a shortage of the stuff. Why shortage? There is a lesser production or due to the absenteeism or attrition. See, your problem is claim denied, but your root level is you don't have a exact people to address this. See, if the people address the EDI correctly, you are not going to get the denial, right? So this what your root of the problem. That's what you need to discuss on. Clear? Right. This is the way you have to go. See, since we are discussing in the RCM, you are not able to think or you are not able to plan it. Okay. So now what we are going to do, the same scenario, we are going to take the generalized life. Okay. So we'll give one scenario, what you are going to solve this problem. Okay. How we will analyze. First one, a thief was arrested by the policeman. Okay. Listen the story carefully. Okay. I'll ask question. Okay. You have to answer it. One, that guy is having some health issue and he is admitted in the hospital. Okay. He had some heartburn symptom and then the thief was admitted into the hospital in the fifth floor. Okay. He is admitted in the fifth floor. So second, the policeman, right, who is in the guard, okay, he is waiting in the corridor. Okay. And he is sitting in the corridor. Third, what happened in the room, okay, where the prison was there, the thief was there is a lot of unused bed sheets, okay? Unused bed sheets are there in the cupboard, okay? There is in the storage, okay, in the same room. And in the night, what happened? There is a power cut. Okay, and generator is not working. Okay, what has happened? This guy utilized all the bed sheets. Okay, he tied all the bed sheets and escaped. Okay, this is a scenario. Now you are the vigilance officer. You are going to solve this particular problem. You are going to identify the root cause of the problem. You understand, right? What is the problem? I'll repeat again. There is a thief or a prisoner who have some health issue and he was admitted in fifth floor, okay, of a hospital. Okay, we will call it as a AOB hospital. Okay, hospital. He admitted in the AOB hospital. In that hospital, what happened? This guy taking a treatment. He was admitted in the hospital, and the policeman who came along with him, he is sitting in the corridor, and there is a unused bed sheets in the store that is in the cupboard, and there is a power cut. Generator is not working. What this guy did, he tied all the bed sheet and escaped. Okay, and in the morning, okay, only they identified. In the next day morning, they understood there is a thief is escaped. Okay, now you have to identify your root cause analysis. Okay, what is the root cause of this problem? Clear, or you want me to repeat again? Any question you ask me before jump into the solution, ask me any question. We'll go to the problem solving side.
The security is not captured when the thief is going out.
Police is not captured. Okay. Okay, that is your problem. Then
And the main RCA is we need to understand why the generator is not working, because it's pretty basic, right? In a hospital, generator is not working, and we cannot take a call at the last moment. That's the main thing.
That's the another
your
cause
issue
of.
is generator, right? I'll take it generator as your problem. Okay, next. Come on, you have to speak out. Then only we'll come to a problem solving, right?
Security,
Sorry?
lack of security.
Lack
Security is
of
not alert.
security. Hmm. Okay. Lack of security.
And the unused bed-sheets is not moved from that
Okay.
the
Unused bed
Source.
chief is
sheets.
staying in the room.
Hmm.
Chief, yeah,
Hmm.
that could be the clean, right? That could be the unused bed-sheets needs to be moved to some other store or somewhere else.
Hmm. Okay. Then that's all, huh? Anything else?
The
Gokula
window,
Priya, Manjula, you guys have to give some answer, right?
Rajesh, I just joined Rajesh because of the network issue. I was
Because
unable
of you, one
to
prison
join.
escaped. Hmm? One thief escaped because of you. You came
so
late.
the window, the
Hmm?
window
Yeah.
was
Hmm.
broken,
Window
broken,
open.
right?
Hmm. Window is open. Then what about Gokula Priya? You want to become CPS, right? Then you have to say, give the answer. Then only you'll become CPS. Okay. Right. Fine. We'll take this. See what we discussed. Whenever you have a problem, right? This is your client escalation, right? Did you follow the step what we discussed today here? No, right? You are jumping into the solution, right? Yes or no? Still,
Yes.
we didn't analyze our root level, right? See here, what is my problem? Incorrect modifier. What I need to do? Add modifier. That is a solution. That's not your problem, right? You are not doing an RCA. Here, what you're giving, you're also here also you're throwing the solution. It's not a RCA. Yes or no? See, when you start jumping into the solution, you are not going to fix the problem. See, for example, police is not captured, generator is not working, lack of security, unused bedsheet, okay, window open. These are all symptoms. It's not a problem, right? It's not the root. That's what I'm trying to establish again. See, you have to work for the root level. If you start working for the symptom level, it is not going to happen. Okay. Now we'll start. Okay. First one, what is the problem? What is the problem?
Thief escaped. That is the problem.
Thief is escape. Okay. Thief escape. That's your problem. First, you establish your problem first. Okay. Don't jump into a solution. This is your problem. First question, what do you need to ask? Why he escaped? Why he escaped?
He was arrested
If you arrest, you will escape. Huh? Okay, he was arrested. Okay, we'll take that also. Okay, he was arrested. Okay, then it will go to different branching. Okay, why he was arrested?
He did a mistake.
Huh?
he did a
Mistake.
He did a
mistake
mistake.
Okay, why he did a mistake?
Survival.
Sorry, survival.
Yep.
Okay, survival. Okay, why he need to? Why he's not able to survive? Why he's not able to survive?
because
No,
of lazy.
no money or laziness. Uh, okay, why he does not have a money or why he's lazy?
There is no good motivation or grooming support for
Lack of
him
education.
No support. Okay, why no support? His family background. Okay, we'll put that way and then close. Okay, family background. Okay, he's nobody is to support him. Okay, this is the way Your first line is going. See, now we'll divert a little bit. Okay. We are here to identify a problem, why he escaped from the hospital. Okay. Why he escaped. I'll change a little bit. Okay. Escape from hospital. Why he escaped from the hospital?
Because we don't want to face the consequences.
Hmm. Not ready to face the consequences. Say you are here to solve the problem for hospital, right? You are trying to solve the problem for the thief. So you switch your gear. Okay, you think of the hospital side. Okay, why this thief escaped? Think in that angle. So whatever you're saying is right. I'm not saying no. It need to go for the different branching. I'm trying to push you into the hospital side. You are a hospital administrator. You identified your problem. Thief escaped, and you want to solve that problem. So I'm giving a guardrail to you. Okay, go to this guardrail. Okay, why escaped from the hospital? Now you think from the hospital angle and then answer it.
I need to check securities are properly
Okay,
worked
the
there.
security is not good. Okay, the security is not good. Okay, fine. Why the security is not good?
So we need to
The
check.
the security aspect quality is not maintained or
Okay, hospital security part is not maintained. Okay, security policy is not good. Okay, and second thing, there is a policeman, right? He's also coming for the security only. What happened to that
yes,
guy?
police is not alerted.
Hmm. So here the point is the security is not good. So I'll take one more session here also because the policeman is sitting in where?
Cordial.
Corridor.
Is not in the room, right? Is not in the room, but he is in the in corridor. That may be the reason, right? Why he's sitting in the corridor? It may be the hospital policy, right? Hospital policy may be wrong. The policeman cannot sit in the room. Okay, that is one reason. Okay, this is one. And second one, okay, why? So okay, we'll consider security. He should be sit here, and he is sitting in the other places. Got it. Then what else is the problem? This is the first problem. Second one, what is your second scenario? See, policeman, how he didn't notice it. See, if a person is moving out, the policeman should notice, right? If he didn't notice, what is the reason for that? Why he didn't notice it?
Because
There
power
is a
off,
car.
power cut,
Power
right?
cut, right? See, that's a power cut. Okay, there is a power cut. Okay, next question. Why there is a power cut? Fine, accepted. There is a power cut. What is the other alternate?
Generator needs to
The-
be
Correct. There
on
should be
immediately.
automatic generator, right? Why that is not working?
The service
Lack of
Maintained.
maintenance.
Okay, not maintained properly. Okay. Then question is why not maintained?
It's administration failure.
So
Administration failure.
yeah, administration failure. Okay. Administration failure. Okay. So this is a problem with your administration. Okay, they are not able to maintain the your generator properly. That's what your problem started, right? And second question, okay, the next one, okay, what I'm going to do? See, this is one branch out. See, if you look into this is one branch, right? So this I'll mark it as a one. And here, if you look into this will become your second branch out, right? Second branch out is coming back and then giving a solution of administrative failure, right? And now I'm going to go to the third branching. Okay. See here, this is what my third branching. Okay. Second one, the same thing. Why thief escaped? I'm bringing answer saying that there is a unused bed sheets, right?
yes.
Why there is a unused bed sheets are kept in the room? In the patient room, why it is Why it is kept? That is the first question. Okay, why stored in the patient room? Second question. Okay, let it store in the patient room. Why window does not have any grill or window safety, right? Window safety is
Yes.
not there. Okay, without that window safety, you cannot break and then leave, right? So there is something opening is there. This guy plan to use that. So this will become a three branches, right? First branch, second branch, and then third branch. The window is not safety, and the arrangement of the unused bed sheet is not correct. So what you need to do whenever you have this particular problem, right? You have to organize for your team meeting, right? Who are all involved in the project. You organize a bigger level team meeting to understand the problem. See, for example, you are a manager, or you are a team leader, or you are a senior manager. Okay. What you think is, I know the problem and I'm going to solve. This is not going to work out in the root level. That's the issue, what is happening, right? When I'm doing any of this kind of analysis, 5 way analysis, you have to keep a grooming session. What do you mean by grooming session? You include your member. See, unless you include your member to make sure this is a critical problem, you are going to get this problem every time. There won't be any solution for this. So what you need to do, you bring your team. Okay. For example, if I am a team leader, what I need to do, I'll organize a meeting with my team. And then I'll raise this problem. Okay, this is my problem. The thief escaped. You ask the question for them. Okay, what is the reason why I'm missing this? See, client is escalating, saying that there is an incorrect modifier. Why this is happening? Ask the question with why, right? And then branch it out. See, for example, some people will say that this is my problem. Some people will say that this is the issue. And third one, it will go to this saying that this is my problem. So I have a three different problem here, right? So for this particular issue, I have a three different solution. Which should I take it first? So you ask the same question to your team. See, here also, this is my one, and this is two, and this is three. Now you ask them to vote it. Okay, for example, one, I have around these many people today, right? How many of you want to vote for one? Or do you think it's a one is a very critical to solve this problem? Give yes or no. So what you need to do when the people in front of you they won't speak, right? Yes or no? Many of the people they will say that whatever you say they're ready to go. See what you need to do. See for example, I take the scenario. Okay, I have around 5 people. I'll take an example. Okay, 3, 4, and 5. What you need to do, you have to give a 3 voting for them. Okay, this guy will have 1 and then 2 and then 3. 3 votings I am giving. Similar to that, all of them you give a 3 voting. See, in that, what they need to do, they have to give a voting for 3. Okay, I have only problem 3, so I don't want to give 3. I'll take it 2. Okay, you ask them to vote it. Okay, see, for example, person 1 is going and then he's saying that this is my problem. Okay, he's giving a vote 1 here. And he's coming back and then he's voting here 1. And the second person is going, he's saying that this is my issue. He's giving 2. And then here he is giving 1. So you have to give only one casting vote, right? And so this I have to make it 2. Second. So he's giving it 2 here. And the third person is going, he's saying that this is my second issue and this is becoming my first issue. I'm only taking the 2, right? To give a easy understanding. Third guy is going here and he is also giving 2 here. And then here he is coming and giving 1. And the fourth guy is going here and then he is giving 1 and then he is giving 2. So now how many people? 5 people completed. So now check the vote. Okay. 3, 5, 7, 8. Here what I got is 8 votes. Here what I get 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here the vote is 7. So what I'm going to do here is when my vote is more, okay, I'm going to focus this as my first priority. Am I going to skip this? No. Once I fix my problem here, I'll come back and then take this as my second project. Okay, this is my first project. Why escape from the hospital? The security, hospital policy, power cut, automated genset, and then it's not maintained, administrative failure. This is my first project. I'll select this and then fix it. Once it is done, I'll give a responsibility to my team and then go and then fix this problem. It is done. Then what I'll do, I'll go here. Okay, why I'm keeping the storage here? What is a window safety? This I'll take it as a second priority. So what will happen if I did this too? Your problem will solve or will not solve? Will solve or will not solve? Hello, excuse me.
It will it will solve. However, if we are going to correct it in branch one itself, all this there are all the second and third these branches will not come into the picture, right?
Correct. So, for example, you in this problem, that's what I'm asking, right? You guys select out of three. If you think that one having a, say, for example, I select one, two, and three for your easy understanding. Say, for example, the same thing you are going to get the vote for here. And if you identify, say, for example, in the vote, I'm getting 9 here, then what do you need to take? This is your first project.